I think if you look at a lot of other decentralized exchanges out there, a system is only as decentralized as the least decentralized component. And part of the rationale behind moving away from Ethereum to the Cosmos SDK was really trying to remove those last centralization vectors. And with the dYdX chain, it's really the boldest attempt to try to really provide a product that is fully decentralized and fully open source end to end. So dYdX is one of the OG DeFi protocols. The protocol really grew as a dApp on Ethereum with the launch of perpetuals trading. Really was one of the first protocols to move to a layer 2 with Starkware over 3 years ago, but there were some limits to the growth potential due to certain centralization vectors. And so in November of last year, the community decided to launch the dYdX chain, leveraging the Cosmos SDK and the Interchain technology stack to really help build and grow a sovereign app chain focused on perpetuals trading. I think a lot of the issues stemmed from sharing block space with other apps on Ethereum, and the dYdX ecosystem, if anything, are product maximalists. Like, the goal has always been, how do you build the best user experience for traders and create an environment that really is dedicated towards the trader experience. And so our view was, if you could build, an app chain that was solely dedicated to benefiting traders, you could really create a fully customized experience from the consensus level to the settlement layer to the whole order book and matching system. And so at the time, the engineers really looked at the landscape. They looked at different layer 2s, layer 1s, and then ultimately we're just really, really excited about the design space using the Cosmos SDK and the Interchain stack. I think after 8 months, it's been an exhilarating ride. We've seen a lot of momentum, really migrating volume users and liquidity from Ethereum to the dYdX chain. And we've seen about $170 billion in volume generated on the chain, with daily volumes around $1 billion to $2 billion a day. In terms of TVL, I think we're at about 140 million. So far, there's been about 77% of the token supply of dYdX that has been bridged over from Ethereum to the chain. And then uniquely, 100% of protocol fees are passed on to validators and stakers. And so stakers stake their dYdX token, and then they receive USDC, i.e. hard cash, for contributing to the economic security of the network. And in the last 8 months, there's been about 32 million USDC that has been passed on to validators and stakers for contributing to the security of the network. When the protocol launched 8 months ago, there was 33 markets supported. As of yesterday, there's now 120 markets that are available for trading. And our view is that dYdX chain will really become the main chain where users will be able to trade any asset synthetically. So a lot of the product development has been focused on enabling, really from an infrastructure standpoint, the ability to create a perpetual on virtually any asset that has a price feed. So looking ahead, it's going to be a really exciting next few months for the dYdX chain. And so vaults are really a new primitive that allows users to deposit USDC to an account, and that account will then quote on both sides of the order books and provide liquidity for a new market. And so right now we've seen about 20 or so vaults launched as primitives to get some data, but in the V6 and V7 software upgrades, we're really expecting kind of a user-facing vault product that will really help scale the amount of liquidity on the exchange. Beyond that, very recently, the community voted to upgrade the protocol to enable what's called Slinky, which is developed by Skip Protocol. And this allows for basically the expansion of Oracle types within the dYdX chain. So very recently, all Radium assets on Solana are now available to be listed on the dYdX chain. And over time, I expect to see different DEXs, different Oracle systems to be added as well. All of these kind of customized features are just really uniquely enabled by the dYdX chain and the Cosmos SDK, which really can be customized to meet the needs of high-frequency traders while abstracting a lot of the complexity away for your average user. The decision to move from a dApp on Ethereum to our own Appchain using the SDK was a good decision. I think I would recommend it to any other builder out there. Ultimately, it's, in my opinion, will benefit kind of the end user in the long run. And so, for talented developer teams and apps that have reached a sufficient amount of scale, I think it's a good decision for them to look at dYdX as a case study and potentially replicate that as well.